Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet.
Well, good evening everyone and welcome back to the ABM Skittles Club here in sunny South Oxfordshire for another of our first round matches in the Knockout Cup. We'll be enjoying the Gutter Nutters, stylishly helmed by David Mighty Quinn against the Remnants. And then we'll following that with a live draw for the group stages of the 2025 Hildred's PYO Great Britain Team Skittles Championship, to be held here during our Festival of Skittles on the 20th, 21st and 22nd of June. Not long to go. So we've got some live draw action. And the dulcet tones that you heard there are my guest pundit for this evening. It is the delightfully suave Mr. Matthew Wright. Good evening.
Well, no one's called me suave before, Simon, but thank you. I take any compliment when I get to my age.
I would.
Don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hello, viewers.
Hello, viewers. So let's have a look at the teams for the Gutter Nutters. Dave's put out a Premier League side, hasn't he? Opening up with Stu, then Mal, Bex, Smiler Agar, Dan and Dave himself doing the heavy lifting. Remnants. You want to run through that team for me?
We've got Ken opening up, Pete, Finley, Keith, David the captain, and Andy Bell at anchor, who's in fine form this season.
Isn't he just?
That's a good match up there between him and Dave.
It is. And there we are. Teams are nearly ready. We don't quite have our sticker up it, but it's early. They've got 3 minutes. Dave is making sure that the appropriate tunes are on the jukebox.
Yeah, certainly are.
Over on YouTube, joining us is Ryan. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing today?
Hello, Ryan.
We've got Marvella joining us from California with a big wave. Thank you. The Deekses did join us earlier, but now they're here, so I'm confused.
Yeah, they're going to be concentrating on the big match.
They are. Over on Facebook, Amy Evans in all caps says, "Good luck, Gutter Nutter."
That's good. Yeah, all in caps.
And Nick Plumridge says, "Woo, it's Skittles." Yes, it is, Nick.
It certainly is. I've been in Skittles country today on my travels. I've been in Ledbury in Herefordshire.
Yes. You weren't parking your tractor on a level crossing, were you?
Did that happen today?
Yeah.
Well, I heard there'd been an incident on the railway. And it just said there was a blockage on the track or something. I did wonder what they meant by that, whether it meant a cow or something.
Tractor.
And then I've been to Ross-on-Wye as well, which is also a skittling hotbed.
It is. It's lovely. Right, well, they've done the toss, and Dave's given a big thumbs up. So let's see.
Yeah. So it looks like, the remnants have been put in. Let's see what Ken has got in his locker here with this first delivery of the first round match. Looking good. Oh, Oh, just unlucky to take the 2 pins out there, really, from Ken.
Curl away, didn't it? But
Yeah.
it wasn't an early curl, it was a late.
It was a bit of late turn. Like delivering a cricket ball on a dry.
Better.
Yeah, better shot there from Ken.
Harshly treated by the winger, would have left him with a nice little 9 opportunity.
These pins are getting well worn now, and they don't know whether they want to stand up or fall down. That's a good shot, Ken. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to start with a 7.
It is. Let's enjoy this replay here. Yeah. It was almost perfect, wasn't it?
Yes. Lovely shot.
I believe are our pins beach? Or I can't remember.
I think these are beach. I mean, they always were beach, but I know there was a rogue set of something else.
Elder or something odd.
Not elder, not balsa, not oak.
Not lignum.
No,
Can you
nothing
imagine?
too heavy.
Lignum pins and
Yeah.
lignum balls.
Yeah, there's a rogue set somewhere. But beach is the preferred. They're strong, they're of good density, but they also ping around quite nicely. There's a lot of potential energy in
We like
beach.
a nice ping.
We do. Well, Stu's going about this in a peculiar way here. He's got 5 pins left, near enough all down. He's got them though. That is a great 7, really. He pulled that out of the bag.
This is what you want. A third ball pickup from a not particularly promising lie. 3 with that one. Well played, Stu.
That was well played.
Wow, look at this. An honours even. Now these two teams finished 1 place apart in the league. Advantage Remnants by 4 points.
Did they?
But the Nutters got a better pin average. 5 pins per game better. Both got the same top scoring leg. Both got the same lowest scoring. Sorry, both got the same top scoring game and both got the same lowest scoring leg. So they
funny. Yeah,
we don't know where this one could go.
I feel they're both teams with more potential. Like there seems to be the odd. I think maybe it's just to do what we all know what it's like if you're watching this and you play Skittles. It is tricky getting a team out sometimes midweek. 9 o'clock on a Wednesday in November. So that can come into it.
It can be more difficult as well this time of year with holiday season upon us. Wow, that is not the start that people wanted. Dave's going to get straight in with the illustrations.
Yeah, Mal needs to just take his time here. And I mean, it's a very chilled feeling in this room tonight. There's not a lot of people watching this evening in real life. Okay, what's Mal got? Well, there we are. They're 1 up.
It's all free. It's all gravy now for Mal. He can relax and enjoy this.
He can. Maybe 2 up. Yeah, 2 up.
Yes.
This is death by 1,000 cuts here from Mal. Can he knock a few more down?
That's a little rice.
Get it down the middle. That's a good shot. Going off to the side a bit. No. Wow. I have to say that's an opportunity missed there.
It is.
For the Nutters.
We better catch up on our socials duties.
Yeah.
Jordan Butler says, I've made some chocolate chip muffins this afternoon. I'm looking forward to a bonus game of Skittles tonight.
Jordan, that sounds delightful.
Kath says, we are back from sunny Cyprus. Looking forward to a bonus game tonight.
Hello.
To Brian the Wood Butcher says, good evening. Hi, Simon and Matt. It's nice to have you back.
Hello, Kath.
Like a comfortable armchair is Matt. You just fold into his voice.
Yeah. Finn, a good start from Finn there.
I think you need to go and read the book at bedtime, Matt, on Radio 4.
The book at bedtime?
Book at bedtime. I think your dulcet tones would send everybody off to the land of Nod beautifully.
I was reminiscing about reading to the children earlier in one of my bookshop visits, and I might get some of those children's books out, perhaps do some reading to people on YouTube. Finn's going about this.
That would be a niche channel, but I bet you would get millions of views of people who want to just be lulled to sleep.
Yeah, Room on the Broom, Tabby McTat, Monkey Puzzle, The Gruffalo.
There's a lot of Julia Donaldson there.
There's a lot of Julia Donaldson
She's
there.
wealthy enough, Matt.
Guess how much I love you, I like. Oh, well, that's nice there. 6 pins from Finn. So we can see the way this game ebbs and flows, because the Nutters would have certainly had a light stride after Pete 0. But as we can see, Beck's now, I wouldn't say pressure's on her, but her job isn't as easy as we thought it might have been.
No. Brian Webber joins us on Facebook. Good evening. And Nick
Hello,
Plumbridge,
Brian.
of course, our resident bard of Skittles, has written a paragraph which I'll entertain you with.
The man from Wickham who
Beck's.
plays Skittles in Gloucestershire.
Yes.
Yes. We'd love to meet you all one day. Right, come on, Bex. Down, she throws that ball. There we go. There's 2 of the 4 required.
Now she's opened up that sheep pin. She just now needs to wrestle some more of these into it.
She's let the budgie out of the cage through that gap.
Yeah.
Right. Well done, Bex. Very good.
All right, now look. There's a reasonable half chance to get all these down.
Yeah.
If things go nicely off the quarter move, you can send the ball over to the viewer's left off the king.
I'd say, I think she'd be glad to get a 7.
Oh,
She's
hello,
got
she's
the
gone
king.
for it.
No.
Oh, so
how
close.
does that happen? We will never know.
Nick says, King Theodon cried out over the riders Rohan, arise, arise, riders of Theodon, fell deeds awake, fire and slaughter, the alley shall be shaken, Skittles will be splintered, a spare day, a winning day, ere the sun rises, ride now, ride to Wallingford.
Well, that's
bit
an incredible passage. I feel like I should know its origin, really, having worked in bookshops and publishing.
Tolkienish.
Nice work, Nick.
Obviously not. It's just inspired by Tolkien. If any of the estate are listening and they're lawyers.
Well, we've got. I used to have a line to one of the Tolkiens who lived in the Pyrenees when we published a book on them, but we had to travel there. I say we, someone I represented. There was no communication done via email or phone. It had to be in person.
Was it by telex?
No, it was via Renault 4 driving up the mountains. Right, come on then, Keith.
Now the backhand
Bringing that over
stylings.
quite nicely. Well, yes.
Knocked it through.
An unusual 3 pins left, but 6 it is. So this is just bubbling under nicely here.
Amy Evans on Facebook says, you can read to me, Matt.
Oh, Amy, tell me what you want me to read and I'll read it to you.
All right, enough of that. Ryan on YouTube says, I have liked the live stream. Thank you very much.
Yes.
If anybody could just give us a like.
We like the
and
likes.
a thumbs up and a subscribe and all those things that you're supposed to say on
We
YouTube.
love all of those things. Thank you, Ryan. And I've often wondered, is Brian Wood Butcher a butcher or is he a butcher of wood?
He's a butcher of wood.
Ah, I see. Wow, Jerry's in the mood.
He is a dead tree carcass technician.
Good to hear it, Brian.
Looked
I'm
down
sure you
upon
do a marvellous job.
by metal workers and
No, you got to love the wood.
electricians
We
everywhere.
all love the wood, don't we, in Skittles? Wow, Jerry. Yes.
Wow, Smiler Agar is having a good
Yeah.
opening 2 hands here.
He certainly is. He's grinding the ball in like usual and looking very focused. That's come over well. He's got them. Wow, done. Well, speaking of
Look
wood
at
and
the
metal,
joy on his face. Look,
Yeah.
look at that.
Jerry is maybe putting them to the sword there with his...
Is that a smile?
He is. That is a grin.
Or is that just
Yeah.
a bit of trap
No,
wind?
no, he's smiling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, luckily we saved the replay, so we can just watch this beauty.
Yeah, you can see that's the merit, you know. Jerry's been playing a while, but, you know, anyone out there is watching this, we all know, just take your time. Never rush your time on the alley.
Here's David.
Now, David's thrown a few balls down in his time, hasn't he?
And he's often very, very accurate.
Oh, yes, my
that's
goodness.
an unusually wayward shot for him.
Yeah.
This is better.
Yeah, that's better. Whoa, and it's down. Okay.
Bonus one.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an 8 here. Not at all. No. Dear me, kiss of death.
It was close.
Sorry, David.
Gives a little look down at the pins there.
Well, it's looking a bit more like it's going to go the way of the Nutters now, this leg, unless there's a big failure from Dan.
Exactly. Callum joins us on YouTube. Good evening, Simon and Matt. Love to see the very small break of the full setup. Streams are back. I knew Simon couldn't resist. It wasn't that. It was poor old Dave. Can't be possibly asked to captain and do the commentary and do the draw later.
No, that would be a
I'm
bit
stepping
much.
in to help him. I don't want him to be overwhelmed. Dave should be only whelmed,
Yeah.
never overwhelmed.
No. No one needs to be overwhelmed.
No.
Oh, Dan, very close. It is a mystery of life as to how we can put the balls through those gaps. Okay. This is an important ball here from Dan. No.
Oh.
Dear me, now that was another opportunity missed for the Nutters. They're really not dominating this leg the way they should be.
If Andy can pop down a high score.
Yeah.
He'll put a little bit of pressure on Dave here.
Yeah, certainly. Pressure is... Yeah, pressure's on Andy here a bit, but let's see what he can do. I mean, he's been riding high in the averages this season.
There's been a few players on the alley tonight showing a bit of pressure of cup nerves. I mean, it's an all-nothing game, right?
Yeah, it is.
There goes the budgie.
The budgie has flown. Was it a blue, green, or yellow budgie? What's your favourite
colour? It was a parakeet. Posh in Oxfordshire, see?
No, we're not.
Cockatiel.
We're not posh, I promise you, listeners.
Well, we are when it comes to our caged avians.
I quite like a blue budgie. You know, that only goes in the cage at night. It sort of sits on the curtain rail. Right, Andy. Well,
okay.
There we go. A 7. He gets some special claps.
I'm not sure that's enough.
No, I'm not either.
To put quite enough pressure on Dave. Having said that, though, he'll be nervous.
Yeah, Dave, I mean, when I walked into this room, I don't know if he has to do jobs with me, and I'm pretty useless at most of them, but he seemed quite focused and not his usual bonhomie.
Very much so.
He wants to win
He does want this, and he needs 6.
Yeah, let's see what Dave's got. I'm sure he's well capable of doing this. We all know that.
He looks a little nervous to me.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
That will settle him beautifully.
That's
there
the
they
leg.
are. There's the 6.
Yes, well done, Dave. Tremendous shot that was.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's a
He's
little
smiling.
relieved smile now. There we go.
Yeah, the smiles come out.
Across that first hurdle.
No, doesn't need these anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, Dave.
He did take a few, got here early to help set up, did have a few little cheeky practice shots, and they weren't good, so he'll be pleased that
Missed it that time too,
things
but
are recovered.
that would have been a lovely shot on the kingpin.
He doesn't mind.
Yeah, the Nutters take the first leg.
So a reminder, we are playing knockout, and so it's the first team to 6 points.
Yeah.
If it's a tie at the end at 5-all, we will play another leg to try and separate them. But it can be declared. It's up to both teams. It's very rare that one team says we don't want to continue. Normally, even when it's been won.
No, I think I did that one year when I was captain of Lads Night Out, and it caused a kerfuffle. And then people didn't know if they were bowling or if it counted or not, and I caused a lot of confusion. Anyway, that was in the past. Right, Stu. Opens up with the 2.
It's a different country.
That's coming over nicely. Stu.
Oh, he's rolled off its spot at that back quarter.
Yeah, that's a bit of a cheeky.
But if he can get the front quarter, that might work in his advantage.
Oh, yeah. He's got it. No, he hasn't. I keep calling these.
Called it
I need to call it. I need to call it once the ball has travelled into the pins or missed.
See how close this was.
Yeah. That is,
Sail through.
very close. This is going to be, I know, this is going to be a nip and tuck match. Now, Ken, let's see what you've got.
Well, this is a chance, isn't it, to steal a bit of an early lead, which will settle the remnants down. That's looking good.
Yeah. Lovely shot.
Very solid.
A nonchalant delivery there from Ken,
It
I
was,
noticed.
but it looked really good right out the hand, didn't it? It kind
it
of
did. That's
he's
just gone over a
overspun
bit
this
wide.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, he nearly got the consolation back too.
He did.
But just watch how much spin. Watch how much he rolls his wrist over. Woof! He didn't that time. Held it
You
straight.
got it that time? Well done, Ken. He only needs 2 balls.
Well, there we go.
Tremendous. Yeah.
What a lovely final.
Glorious.
Wow. Early lead in leg 2, which it is required by the Remnants, but how will Mal and Pete do? Because they both had a shaky start.
They're quite focused players. I think they tend to do what they do, and they don't play the situation.
Much better from Mal, but he'll be a bit disappointed that winger's still up.
Yeah, that winger.
Hold the line. There we go.
Dave's calling out. He's getting excited.
He's happy.
Yeah.
The reverse angle, unfortunately, so it's have to be one of those miracle 9s.
Got the 7.
7 will
Well
do.
done, Mal.
And receives the traditional Gutternutters thunderclap.
Yeah, just the one clap. A bit like the Iceland fans when, you know.
They don't
knocked England
believe
out.
7 warrants anything. no applause, just a single clap.
No, well, we
Quite harsh.
we are kind of friendly and competitive in this club. I mean, when I was looking at some of the old averages, and people were winning the average on 37, 35, and that has dropped a bit.
Yes.
Anyway.
But I think that's because we have lost a few of the most competitive players who were the sort of, and there weren't many, but we did used to have some people who, they were in it to win it.
They were in it to win it.
And that's great, and that certainly has its place. But I think for us as a single alley, sociable club with an emphasis on sociable, I think the more kind of relaxed, enjoying this. We want everybody to enjoy it. We don't want anyone to go away and feel they've been pummeled week after week by people who are so much better.
We don't need too much pummeling, do we?
No, puts people off, and it's really difficult for newcomers to come in.
Yeah.
If you have too much of that, and I think I know some of the aficionados of the West Country may roll their eyes at us, but for us here in the Shire, in our little Skittles corner outpost, it suits us, man.
Yeah, we love it. Right, up strides Rebecca Hildred of Hildred's Pick Your Own. Plenty of rhubarb growing at the moment. I saw when I drove past earlier.
Yeah, the end of the asparagus shortly.
All gone, I think.
All gone.
Yeah, it's been very dry, so it would have bolted.
Asparagus is renowned.
Yeah, it's that sandy soil. Right.
Lesser Chilterns.
Oh, just the 2 pins taken out from Bex there.
Now, Bex, of course, previous winner more than once of the ladies' averages. She's just been a little bit off her usual game this season.
Yeah, we all have those seasons, don't we?
We do.
And
again, in a season or two ago, that would have struck that quarter pin plumb on, and everything would have toppled. But not to be tonight.
Come on then, Bex. Take your time. Take a breath. That's it. And knock that kingpin over. Stick it a bit better. Oh, that was very, very, very close.
I'm
This
wondering how if she's been a little bit restricted by the skirt. I mean, again, it couldn't have been any closer without hitting it.
Well, this is a nip and tuck. This is a real nip and tuck game.
It is.
But we all quite like those low score. I mean, I like a low-scoring test match in cricket.
We do.
Which doesn't tend to happen very much.
Now, although he doesn't appear to have pressure, he does, because he's got to build. This is a free go.
Yeah,
build a lead.
Yeah. This is a different kind of pressure. So you wanged it over a bit.
And out the corner of his eye, he'll feel his teammates' gaze as they will him on. They're willing him on with goodwill, but you do
He's
feel
got
the
something
pressure.
with that. There we go. Nice.
That'll be a
4 pins for Finley.
sigh of relief for him there.
Certainly. Yeah, when you're bowling and you're the away team, when you're sitting to the your viewers' left there on those tables and chairs, and you do feel the gaze.
You do. You're quite close. You actually, I think you're probably closer to your teammates bowling as the away side than you are to the home, because they're quite far back.
Yeah, they are.
People obviously you don't like to feel like you're crowded from the rear.
No.
So most people do give way.
Right, Jerry. Let's see what he's got.
Right, now,
Chosen his ball.
Grinds it into the palm.
There we go.
He does not want an early release on that one.
No. Right. Oh, bit of power.
No emotion
And a bit
as
of
ever.
air.
Yeah, no emotion as ever on his face there.
No. And again, I could tell that was going to be a 0.
Oh, he looks back at his captain.
This is what I call, bowling for keeping the sticker upper happy.
Yes.
What's he got with this? That's not good either.
Oh my goodness.
Jerry. I mean, that's a sad trudge off Jerry is doing.
This slight is a bit of a flail on that one. Let's have a look. Look at this. Here's the final ball. It's slightly desperate. There.
Yeah. Oh,
It was so close.
me.
How close was that?
Viewers, maybe you can recount us with any near misses you've had. I guess you've all had them if you play Skittles. They do tend to come at crucial times somehow. Hey, Keith's taken over a couple of pins there.
Yes.
Jerry's here.
I think you'll find, Joe, we were very empathetic.
Jerry's doing himself a disservice there.
There he goes, look.
Right,
He's
Keith.
gone back for the commentary booth.
Keith
we
is
watch Keith.
just, yeah, that's a useful 5 pins there he's taken, Keith.
I think so. But the Remnants are putting it together a bit more of a solid start. So 4 have bowled for both teams. Significant advantage now. Dave has not quite updated the scores yet. He's got distracted. But it is 23 pins to the Remnants, 14 to the Nutters.
It shows the value. I mean, we know the value in Skittles of the gentle accumulation. You know, getting the 5s and 6s regularly.
Well, especially if your opponents are showing their nerves, or they've had to field perhaps a slightly less strong team than they wanted to. And it can actually be sometimes more effective just to chip away the death by 1,000 cuts.
Oh, yeah, that's a strong... That's really how Living on a Spare have operated this season. Yeah. This is a tricky leg for the Nutters. But you have to just be able to move on from it.
But then it's funny how sometimes the cup games go like that.
Do you remember when we won the cup in 2015, Simon, when we beat the Albrights?
Yes, and I also remember when we won it another 3 times after that, including the last 3 years consecutively, Matt.
We did. Yes.
You can't say we anymore, sadly.
No, I can, because I was the captain, I think, on 2 of those occasions.
You were, but you can't use the we. You can't use that now because
but
you're
I was
no longer a we.
the team then. Anyway, maybe that's a debate for off mic.
You just concentrate on your commentary turncoat.
David.
No, you'll be forever an honorary team member, Matt. It's particularly delicious when we beat you in that case.
Right, David, come on then. Well
I'm
done.
not sure if we're destined to meet. Are we if we go through except in the final? We don't meet before then. You're the other half of the draw, aren't we?
I don't think you've got a chance if we meet you on the way through. We'll be knocking you out.
It's very possible. we're quite demob happy with the League Cup, you know. What with Alan being constantly distracted by Leighton Orient, it's a wonder he even remembers to put a team together.
He's very excited about the O's. Okay, Dave's got some work to do here.
God, Dave gave that some welly.
Dave is, he's up for this. That was Steely. Did you get a replay of that for afterwards?
I did, but we might have to overwrite it if this is a good one.
Yeah, that was lovely. Oh,
so
that was real
close.
hard lines there from Dave. Wow.
He thought he had it.
Yes, and the way he released that ball, he really is a master of these balls. He just put a little bit of his bottom finger on it as it came out. And again, yes,
well done, Dave.
Yeah, when he's not thinking, he is honestly an absolute craftsman of this alley, Dave. Tremendous 9.
Dave
there.
Always up there or thereabouts in the individual averages for both the summer and the winter league.
He is.
But he is one of these players who, when it's a big occasion, can sometimes just be unsettled by the occasion. And as you say, he needs to just refocus.
Everyone.
And a little innings like that will absolutely do him no harm.
Oh, yeah, that will be tremendous. It's a lovely feeling. Wow.
Still not enough, obviously. I mean, the Remnants have this, but...
Andy. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he gets these 3. No. Still job done for the Remnants.
Yeah.
1 leg each.
Well, he'll want to match Dave just to show him that he's on form as well. You know, this is the psychology of the game.
No. Still, an 8. Yeah. Everyone likes an 8.
He called that. He shouted out with a groan when as soon as it left his hand, he knew it hadn't quite gone right. But still, strong start from Andy. If it's the battle of the anchors, it's very evenly matched there on the total scores.
Even with my arithmetic, which is legendary in this club, it's actually not that bad. It's just doing it on that darn scoreboard.
Once again, it's under the pressure and the spotlights and everyone's eyes.
It's just the numbers.
All the numbers as well.
I don't mind rolling a ball down an alley, taking a penalty, but dancing.
Maybe we should try and see if we can repurpose the old 1970s vintage electronic darts scoreboard.
That is a good idea.
For Skittles.
That is a good idea.
I have heard tell that some alleys have a digital scoring system for their
Do they?
Skittles. Yes. You put it on a tablet and it comes up on a telly box.
Well, I think even I could get that wrong. I mean, good shot there.
Yeah,
That's a
very
good
good.
7. I know we have to move on, but I used to love our chalkboard, which is underneath the plastic
Yes.
thing we've got now. Anyway, a good 7 there.
Di Griffiths joins us on
Hello, Di.
on Facebook. Nick Plumridge has given us a lovely review over on Facebook. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that's a compliment from a writer.
I'm going to take it as that.
Yeah, thank you, Nick.
It is the beer leg, of course. Still counts in the cup. In fact, all our games, the third leg is the beer leg. So
Whoa,
a little
Stu.
extra incentive for everyone. And Stu picks up
Yeah.
a trailer there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's coming over. He's got that.
Oh, that was beautifully. This is where sometimes the balls come out of his hand. You think this is in the gutter,
Yeah.
and then the spin that he has
Yeah.
applied
Kind
so
of gets a
delicately kicks in.
A reverse bend on it, like Roberto Carlos's left foot.
Well, here it is. We can watch it again. Whoa, and it just held the line perfectly. So Stu
Good opening from Stu.
beats his opponent, which is key in the game, takes a beer, which is very key for Stu.
20 pins for Stu so far. 22 for Ken. Right. The Remnants need a bit of a comeback here.
Yep.
As Naina's 99 red balloons.
99 Luftballon.
Yeah, sorry. I knew Simon knew the German. Yes, I was searching for that, as you may have noticed. It didn't come.
Absolutely fine. Mein Freund. No.
Just pulled that over a bit. Right. Take a breath. It's gone
Well,
very, very quiet in this
It
club.
is. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot riding on these knockout games.
That's better. Coming over enough? Wow. Whew, that was a
you
useful
did
3
puff of the
pins.
cheeks there.
Yes.
It was, wasn't it?
Wow, that was a useful 3
I
pins
think
to knock over.
Pete was a little bit worried there that the old Skittle Yips would revisit him as they did in leg
Yeah.
1, but he's at least set Mal a target, and Mal has been yo-yoing a bit as well, so which way is it going to go? 7 for the beer, 7 to keep a good pin lead for his team. Wow, only 2 off the front pin.
I reckon Mel can knock a nail in with 1 hit with his hammer.
That was nicely done.
Oh, yes. Very, very pleasing. that was.
Nicely worked at that quarter pin.
Will he end up with a 7 or an 8?
He's gone for a
He's
safety,
gone for a
safety
7.
8.
No, he's got an 8. Well done, Mel.
Safety 8.
The nutters of a row of smiles there as Mel walks back to his teammates.
The Nutters look like they want to finish this in leg 4, and they've started off the right way to do that. Having said that, Remnant's not too far behind. And if Finley can just revisit leg 1 form and maybe 1 or 2 more,
Yeah.
puts the pressure back on Bex to keep the lead.
Great
That was
opening
a-
shot from Finlay. What a shot.
And I tell you what, those feel
There we go.
those
Stitcher puts it
feel
back up.
good when they land.
They do.
But will that little wobble have put him off?
If you can get these. No, not with that one.
Yeah.
Bit of overthinking there.
Yep.
Come on, Finley. It's gone very quiet again.
And the
I'm
music
whispering.
stopped as well.
Yes.
Oh,
Right, come on then, Finley. No, he's gone. He was a bit tight there because it's
Yep.
his first, season. But
It
well
is.
done, Finley. A great 7. That was.
he's
a
probably
one
got less than 15 games
Yes,
under
yeah.
his belt, I would have
Yeah.
thought. And again, he's doing that classic thing that a lot of beginners do and sort of holding on to the centre of the alley.
You do.
But that'll come,
Yeah, it will do.
with
Yeah.
practice. But as his earlier shot, which we should look back
It
at
was
here,
a great
shows.
shot from Finley there. mean, look at that.
Look at the promise.
Lovely. And when you deliver it with the right velocity, the ball can do some real damage, you know, because it sticks around in the diamond. Right, Bex has gone over to the rad.
Love the rad. The rad is not on, I have to report.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Well, having said that, it's going to get quite chilly this evening. I bought my big coat for cycling back with.
Practical as ever, Simon.
Well, it's going to be a low of 2 degrees here, apparently.
Is it?
Watch out for your tender plants.
Dear me.
Especially you. I mean, you live out in the depths of the countryside.
We're a touch exposed.
You've got very little concrete and tarmac to radiate out.
That's a good shot from
Bex.
Bex. My spuds had their tops nipped by the frost the other day.
It's never pleasant having your top nipped, is it?
Right. So, good start from the Nutters here. But they've not drawn away the way you might have thought, because the Remnants are on 20 and the Nutters on 22.
James Purnell joins us. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Jamie.
And he says, knockout Skittles provides some great moments and tense, close games. This one could go either way.
Yeah, it really could.
Absolutely could.
Hey, Jamie. Hope you're enjoying your evening. Right, Keith. That's coming over okay.
Malcolm Harper joins us over on Facebook. How are you all? We're all good, I think, here. Hope you are too, Malcolm. And if
Hello,
I didn't say
Malcolm.
it earlier, hi to Di, superfan Di Griffiths, who was joining us.
Hi, Cardiff City
Whoa!
fan.
Airborne. If it was a less tense match, the Dam Busters theme might ring out there from...
Yeah, I've not had to hum that for a while on the microphone. Right. Keith, no. Is it? No.
Just not feeling it. Scratches his head there. Not sure what's happening.
Right, Jerry. Can Jerry put the 0 to bed?
I think we should put you on the buttons, Matt.
On the buttons?
Yes. Top row, 1, 2, and 3. You know the score. There, look.
Right, Jerry.
Apologies if you've got sort of light-sensitive, photosensitive epilepsy. If Matt starts going to try and work out what the shots are.
Right, Jerry. Come on then.
Jerry.
He really does grip that ball tightly.
He does. He needs to, because he gives it an enormous... He's got a really windmill-like action. It's probably quite a lot of centripetal force, is it, at the end of that arm? So he needs to have that ball...
I don't know the technical term for it, but...
or it could be centrifugal.
It looks impressive.
Wallop! Cool. That made a lot of noise,
Yeah,
but
he's
didn't
whacking
get
them
much
hard.
for it, did he?
Didn't know, just the 4 pins so far.
Jerry's got to watch out. Jerry can get frustrated. One of those players who, if he doesn't feel that the pins are giving him a fair account, can get a little bit annoyed.
Ooh. Just the 4 for Jerry there.
And Jerry will not be pleased to have followed up on his 0.
No, so
With
that's
that
made
4.
it even more interesting.
There goes
Out comes
Dave.
David, who's been playing for a number of years. He is a darn good skittler in Wallingford. That's looking right on the king.
Yeah, he combines accuracy with a good medium pace.
Yes.
He's not a flailer. It's not
No,
all about
he's
superpower.
rather elegant.
And it means that if these hit right, they will take a lot out. But
Yeah.
you do have to
Yeah.
get your first angle in.
Now he needs to get a couple of 2 or 3 down with this, just to apply a bit of pressure. No, it's gone down the middle.
No. Wow.
That was a chance missed.
It was, I think.
Yeah.
Advantage perhaps not taken. So, 29 plays 26, but Nutters have the throw in hand. But Dan has not had a great time of it so far. Can
No.
he overcome this in the beer leg?
He's not on one of his classically high-scoring evenings, but that is the nature of this kind of Skittles. It's really, you feel every ball is important. That's a good delivery, though. There we go. Less thinking, more skittling.
Less thinking,
That's
more
just-
walloping them down.
That's
right.
settled the
Yeah,
nerves
I
a
like
bit.
that, yeah. Right, just do that again.
It's a mixture of taking your time, and not thinking too much.
Yes, you've got to think just enough, but
Yeah,
not
you
too
do.
much.
Yeah. Right, Dan. This could be an important 4 pins. He's got 1. No, he has not.
No.
Wow, I really am giving the kiss of death to a lot of these skittlers this evening.
And I think you have to remember with Skittles,
very, very close.
Talking about thinking, you have to really remember, whilst you're plotting your angles and your stratagems, that this is a game that involves natural wood surface, natural wood balls, and natural wood Skittles. So even if you do the perfect shot, there's always the chance that a knot will contact the wrong way and throw it off.
Or the humidity is wrong.
Yes.
I'm sure that comes into it when I miss. Right. Oh, Andy, that's a peculiar one to start off with. Just left the hand a bit early, I think. I have to wipe that slate clean. That's better.
Yes, but
just the 2 pins.
Look at him, he's holding his hands on his knees down there going, what do I have to do?
Treating him mean.
What do I have to do, he thinks.
Yeah, he's got to go for that right quarter and try and knock out 5 pins. That's what I'd be doing. Wow.
No, he's not happy.
No. So, ends with a 4. I don't think that's going to be enough. Dave is really hyped up for this. He's in red hot form.
He is, but Dave never likes coming from behind. And he'll feel the pressure of the target.
Right.
Amy Evans said, Matt, you should put that on a T-shirt. Less thinking, more drinking, / more skittling.
I think that's going to be part of our new ABM Skittles merch range I'm planning in my mind.
All right.
Yes.
Matt's fantasy merch.
I do have some ideas.
Now then. Let's have a quick reminder.
Wow. Sheesh. Wow, he does it. A big exhale from Dave there.
He did take it all the way to the wire, didn't he?
Wow, that's edge of your seat stuff.
Well, advantage nutters.
Yes.
At the end of leg 3, 4 points in the bag. Remnants must win or draw this leg to have a chance of staying in it.
Yeah.
Nutters would just be focused on putting the win to bed. And if they can start off like they did in the beer leg with Stu and Mal, with a brace of 8s, that'll put the cat amongst the pigeons.
This is a good tussle here from Stu and Ken at the top of the order. Stu seems like he's got one of these nights. Yeah, actually, I was going to say where it's all going quite well, but that's not been the kind of start that we've seen so far from Stu. That's looking better.
Oh, he's chuntering to himself there. A few choice words with himself.
Just take your time, Stu.
Oh, he rushed that, didn't he?
No. Dear. Wow. So an opportunity here for the Remnants.
He's keeps looking back. They were only 4, I'm afraid.
He likes to glare down the alley, Stu, doesn't he?
Well, again, I think he can't quite believe that he's fallen off his form.
No. Right, Ken.
Chance to steal an early lead and put some real pressure on the nutters. Oh, I thought you were getting the buttons, Matt.
Sorry.
You reached for them.
I reached. Sorry about that, folks.
4 off the quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he did rush that, didn't he?
He just needs to think about this. Well, I say think.
Hold the line.
Well, 5.
Well, it'll do in terms of beat your opponent, keep the lead. He's done what you, as a captain, you want your opener to do.
He has.
Give yourself an early lead, and then everybody else can hopefully build on that. But it's only 1 pin.
So Mal tends to warm into games a bit, doesn't he?
He does.
And he's looking pretty warmed into this one now.
It was all looking very good, but as we say that was a bit wayward. Got away with the extra one.
Yeah, just let the hand kind of hooked it round a bit, if you watched his follow through.
There he goes.
That bounced.
Goodness me. There's a lot of air. They are legal. They're all dropping just before the second line.
Yeah.
But he's almost sort of rolling them out of his hand. Well.
So far.
A shrug of the shoulders from Captain Dave there. Cause
it's the leg no one wants to win so far.
No. But I'll tell you what, Pete could certainly redeem himself here, couldn't he? If he pops in a 7 or an 8.
That would be redemption indeed, if he was to do that. Right,
Really
looking very
big nutters on the back
very
foot.
focused here. Down it goes. Right, 2 down. Precision work there from the sticker upper.
There's a big gap there. He's going to be seeing that out of the corner of his eye and needing to avoid it. And there's always the risk, isn't it? You overcorrect.
The gap.
Yeah, but he's found the small gap whilst avoiding the massive one because you overcorrect because you don't want to.
He's moving across. That's it. Just adjusting. He's going to go back for that corner again, where the majority of the cluster lie. That'll do. That's good.
Yeah, that was a good pick up there.
6 pins there, Pete.
Left the front pin standing, which of course would be open to huge ridicule in the West Country. But
should we say frowned upon?
He did what he needed to do there.
Yes, he certainly did. 4-point advantage for the Remnants. Right, Bex is up.
One of several people wearing sandals. I don't approve.
Healthy toes.
Well, I don't approve.
Keeping the air on the toes. Right, Bex. That's a lovely shot.
That was nice. Extra one. No.
Nearly, no. The elongated wobble.
The cursed rear pin again on this alley.
That's going to give Beck some confidence.
Nice.
Vintage Hildred.
It is, but of course that rear pin now is just there to make a mockery of all of us.
Bex can knock this over.
She can.
Yeah.
But sometimes it refuses to go.
It does. I'll give her a long shot. Well done, Bex. A good 8 there. She's getting a good round of applause there from her teammates.
Nice knock into the king, and just so unlucky with that back pin.
What an important 8 that was, because it's really dragged them back into this leg.
It has, halfway through this crucial 4th leg, the Gutter Nutters 15. After 2, the Remnants 11. So Finley, if he can put together another 7.
So I tell you what, Jerry and Dan won't carry on missing all night.
No.
So Finley here is thinking about that 7 he got last time. I can tell. Come on, Finn.
Now, this is where the youngster needs to just not let that get to him. Just make the small correction. But you can tell he really wants to do well. You can see by the look on his face.
There we go. Knocked over 3 pins. So they're nearly level. Come on, Finn.
One behind.
Yeah.
Plus these.
Some really weird music playing in here tonight.
It's Dave's playlist.
That's a great shot from Finley.
Fair.
Yeah.
Good pickup.
Good pick up. Take a 6 there. Puts them into the lead.
Little smile on his face, and as there should be.
He held his nerve.
He did, didn't he? Responded well to that pressure.
He did. Right, Jerry next.
So we're halfway through the leg. It's a 1-pin game, and it is still advantage Remnants, but only by a single Skittle. Now Jerry needs to bounce back.
He's going to wipe the scores off in a minute if he gets much closer to the scoreboard.
Oh.
Wow.
Beck's in the background. How on earth did that miss, she says.
Another one.
He is hard against the rad.
He's got it that time.
That's better, but
a 4.
Again, he just wasn't particularly generously treated by the alley.
It's weird. It's there's a certain speed you hit the pins, and it doesn't take many over. Is he lightning fast or a lot slower? 5 for Jerry.
Missed the quarter as well.
He is really having some bad luck this evening.
Gaps galore, isn't he? You'd have thought with
Gaps galore. Now that is a good nickname. So Keith, now
could be a Bond girl, couldn't it?
Gaps galore.
Gaps galore.
Show Moneypenny. Where is your sister? Gaps galore.
Is she down the alley?
She's very well known down the alley. That was a very poor accent.
He was going a little bit Geordie at the end.
It did go a bit way. Oh, Keith.
Oh,
Keith
no.
can't believe it.
I don't believe it. Again, you get into that time of the evening when you're
Victor
thinking, what on
Meldrew.
earth do I have to do? Oh, just landed.
And
just
another
landed
one.
before the second line.
Dear me, this is...
The camera's foreshortening.
Yeah.
It's
Come on, Keith.
I think it's 8 foot
You need to get a few over this.
between those two lines.
No, just the 2.
Oh,
Keith can't believe it. Keith did used to, I don't know if he still does, appear in the annual pantomime in Wallingford, and you can see he's quite good there. He's owning that stage, isn't he?
it's a bit of. I was going to say a bit of clowning, but we can't mention that with Jerry in it because he'll probably claim some sort of union privilege.
Right, Dan. He could put this to bed here, the big score. Yes, there we go.
Right. He'll feel slightly harshly treated, but they're all available.
They're
And the
still
next
there.
2 shots.
Yeah, they are still there, just waiting to be hit.
Oh, lovely,
Yeah.
lovely, lovely.
Now, is he going to go down? No, he's going to go across a little bit. Let's see what he's got in his locker. No, too much, but well done. Good 8. Very good 8 there.
Very
from
good
Dan.
8.
At a crucial time. And I'm probably going to say that's... I'm pretty sure that's done the leg.
Are you going to
now.
call it?
Yes, I am.
It's actually 19. Dave's just updating the scoreboard. 28 plays 19, Dave.
So,
You can tell that he's excited but nervous at the same time.
Yeah.
He's forgotten how to add up.
right, David.
Oh, hello. That's the way to respond, isn't it?
Certainly is. Lovely first shot there.
Again, he'll feel that didn't quite like
We'll leave it on the
as
long shot
perfectly
here.
as he would have wanted for a second shot, but as he pushed this, he has.
Right, he needs to get all of these down, really.
Will it hold?
Got 7.
Oh!
Yeah. Well done, David. Just keep it, just kept a bit of interest in there.
This was lovely.
It really was. Yeah. When you get it to come across the pin, kingpin, with a bit of spin right and hit the edge, you know you're in for a good few pins down on this alley.
Wow.
Right, Dave.
2-pin lead
Yeah.
for Dave and the Nutters.
Dave Quinn. Narrowly missing the kingpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to cross over.
Slight scratchy head moment for him there, but
Yeah. No, pulled it a bit too wide.
ooh. Well,
Isn't he just teasing us?
I mean, what would you go?
That's
for
an
here?
unusual. I'd go for the king.
Well, obviously,
But
but
slower.
you
There
risk
you go. He
missing
took
like
the pace
this.
off a bit. Dave. Right, the door is ajar here for Andy Bell.
Bell jar. Oh, no, never mind.
Victoria. Sylvia Plath.
Oh, Dave's expression there,
Right,
one of pain.
Oh, Andy.
So
He's going to be feeling this.
32.
He needs a 6 to draw.
He does. And a
He needs a
draw is the
7.
minimum viable product to
Yeah.
stay in the match.
Yeah. Right. Need a good opening shot here, Andy. And a good opening
he's-
shot he gets.
He's done it. But again,
Looks like you might have to listen to us for a bit longer.
this little
So-
diamond formation can sometimes be tricky.
Just needs 1 pin, and he has got the leg. Well
That's it.
done, Andy.
Yeah, well done indeed.
Oh yeah, the faces have dropped a bit
They
down
have,
there, the
haven't they?
Nutters. He doesn't need any more.
Oh, well done.
Well done, Andy. I'm afraid, viewers, you're going to have to listen to me for another leg. Well,
they'd have continued anyway. So it's a 5th leg decider, and I think that's probably fair given how close these teams were in the league and how nip and tuck it's been.
Yeah.
Giving away a leg, bringing one back, giving another one away, bringing one back.
No one really has seized control of this game.
No. Giles says, good evening. Adrian Hewing says, oh no, he didn't. And I don't know what that was for, but thank you. Over on YouTube.
So beginning
Matt will do the
leg.
buttons while I look at the other socials.
Sorry.
That's all right, you carry on.
Buttons. Ken.
Paul Foote joins us from Oxford again. Good evening, sir.
Oh, Ken. So he needs to get a few more here, really, just to apply the pressure a bit to Stu. Thinking about where he's going to bowl from. Oh dear. Has he got the Cholsey? No. So, 4 pins for Ken. Not 4 pens for Kin.
No, that doesn't work.
I didn't get to say it's Ken O'Clock, which I was hoping to do when he really delivered the goods.
Ken O'Clock.
So we're waiting for Stu. Stu's making everyone wait here. He's taking his time.
Stu again. He's a wily old soul.
Oh,
he
yeah,
knows there's a bit of gamesmanship
Oh,
here.
yeah, he does. Yeah. Well, they're
is
in
he
the
going
lead.
to take it?
They're in the lead. Took 6 pins over. Wow.
Yes, he did. It's a not bad little formation here either. Oh, that ball had
And
so much
another
spin.
pin.
It accelerated off the pin like a
It
rocket.
did. Right, Stu. This is an excellent opening.
Can you knock these on?
Well done, Stu.
8 with the front.
Yeah, look at that. It does stand out, doesn't it, when that pin is left? I'm just leaving that on the shot for
The
our
glory
viewers.
of the glory for the West Country.
Yeah, just to give them all, it's like fingernails down a blackboard, I imagine.
Brian the Wood Butcher says, talking of match, I saw a great T-shirt recently adorned with the legend, my drinking team has a Skittles problem. Yes, I've got one.
Yeah, I've got one of them too.
Yes. I think that's been a popular Christmas present amongst the wags lately.
I think we need to, we're going to expend our merch. Right. Oh, the ominous music here as well, blaring out.
Well, sprinkled with a bit of 80s synthesizer.
Is it ominous for the Remnants? This is not looking rosy.
You have to say, he needs to pull out a big shot here.
He does. He's feeling the pressure a bit here. That's a better shot.
Well held.
Very nice.
Well held.
Yeah.
Good pick up there.
Yeah.
It might only be 5, but that 5 could be very crucial the way things are going. All it would take is Mal to have a little stutter again. But I don't know, I just get the feeling that Mal could quite easily revisit his beer leg form here.
That can always happen with Mal.
Put another 8 on.
Yeah. You never know.
The brace of 8s, I think, would set up the Nutters here as the favourites to take this last leg if they get that.
Let that go a bit. Yeah. Come out of the hand a little bit early. It's adjusted a bit. That's on the king.
Oh. Sticker gave the quarter every chance to go, and it's still wobbling. All right.
Well,
smashing pickup.
Very good.
7.
Solid 7. A very solid 7.
Does set the marker, doesn't it?
Take them on to 15 pins.
15 plays 9.
6 up.
That's quite a strong lead after 2 in the deciding leg.
Yeah.
Of your first round of the Knockout Cup 2025. Young Finley, of course, as well as being brand new to Skittles this season, his first taste of Knockout Cup action.
Yeah.
And the different vibe and the different pressure in the room that there is when it's all or nothing on a game.
It's a nice opening shot from Finley.
Yeah, well done. Rolled it through there.
Yeah.
He's left the half Nazi.
I don't like that description.
The semi-Elon? What would you...
Right, Finley. You've got 2 more balls left here to knock a few pins over.
Oh.
Yeah. Bad luck.
I think that was a classic combination of firstly overthinking the shot and then actually rushing the shot when you came to actually play it.
Yeah, and just working out, knowing what all your limbs are doing and everything. Right, Colin Finley.
Good response.
Yes, well done.
That's a really good 6. Well done, Finley.
Good circumstances.
I'll tell you what, he's had it for a youngster. First season in Skittles, first taste of cup action. 29.
29 for Finley.
He's done very well indeed.
He has. So Bex, go back to the scoreboard a minute. So yeah, Nutters are on 15 already.
Kevin Currell joins us on Facebook, watching from home with chickenpox. Now I'm assuming you mean you've got chickenpox and haven't got like a pet called chickenpox.
I think he must have chickenpox. That's my guess.
Oh, it's not very nice when you're older. I hope you get well soon and you're
fun.
not too itchy or they're not itching in unfortunate places.
He needs the calamine lotion. Is that still a thing? Oh, Bex. Is it calamine?
Calamine? Or
I can remember the smell of it, the pink stuff.
Yes.
And the cotton wool.
Chalky kind of consistency.
Might be one of those things you can't get anymore, like kaolin and morphine.
Yeah.
And Collis Brown.
They've probably found that it either kills wildlife or possibly people, and probably oughtn't to have slathered it all over our children in the 70s.
I remember this Collis Brown medicine that used to kind of burn your throat, but you felt tremendous afterwards when you were about 6 years old.
That'll have been the cocaine that was in it.
Yeah. It was in my nan's bathroom cabinet. Well done, Bex.
In that
4.
case, there were probably were some narcotics. they did put them in to make you feel better.
I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah,
Especially if it was an old mixture from the 1930s or something.
Yeah. Quite a few of them would have opiates. Obviously, Coca-Cola did have coca leaf in it. Cocaine. Unless, of course, that's just an urban myth.
I did
Our
see
wise viewers might tell us.
Yeah,
was this a drop?
Sure
Drop
people
ball?
know.
Whoa. And he didn't even like it anyway.
Oh yeah, Kevin has. Yeah, Kevin said he's actually got chickenpox. Poor old Kevin. Right, Keith, make amends. That's a good opening ball. Lovely.
Wow.
So momentum swings again.
But it can be so easily lost.
can.
One wayward ball.
Oh, Keith.
There it was.
So close. As Creep starts to play by Radiohead. You've got it that time. Well done, Keith.
Fortunately, to be just straight, but it'll do. He's bookended his innings with 6s.
So 21 plays 19. They're not getting away the way they would have liked to have done.
They're not.
With Jerry next. What's Jerry coming off of? 9, 0, 4 and a 5. Right, Jerry. Over to you, Jerry.
Now, wouldn't this be a glorious moment for Smiler too?
It would.
Well, he's opened the back gate to the sheep pen, which means he's still got that front line. Just pretend nothing
protecting.
happened.
This is tense Skittles here.
Still rocking. Will that put him off? That quarter pin's still rocking. Oh, close.
Wow. Jerry knocks over a 5. So there we go, with Jerry's 5, this is only a small advantage to the Nutters, with David to bowl. What a great shot there from David.
But I mean, if they're already not doing something, she gives him a lift, and so do they. Well, I know Barney's key, and
6.
there's no weeknights he can't do.
Come on, David.
Give him a quick ring.
3 more pins available.
I think either a WhatsApp or
Oh, so close. So close from David.
but yes.
So, 27 to the Remnants. But Dan up to bowl, who is in good form so far this evening.
try and drag my emails out.
Now that's an awkward split. That is a tricky lie there for Dan. But he could pull a 7 out. No, just the 4. So again, this is coming down to the anchors, and the culmination of this match really rests on Dave and Andy. Too close to call. Too close to call.
Oh, I think I texted him tonight because I'm old school.
Come on then, Andy.
Barney, there you go. Right, his number is 07591 314 306.
Oh, not the first delivery he was looking for, but pulled out the Cholsey special.
See if you can. I mean, there's no time pressure, obviously.
5 pins so far.
Hello, Matt. Sorry
Hello,
about that.
Simon.
I'm just doing
It's
some
all right.
admin.
We've got some real pressure shot here from.
Oh, I've sort of lost track. of
It's
where we
really close. Oh, so 6 scored from Andy, leaving him on 33.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
Dave to go.
So Dave needs 5 to the draw,
Yes.
6 to take it at the
He
final
does.
gasp. And Dave's had 6s, Dave's had 9s, but Dave's also had a 4.
I know,
last
this
time out.
is-
That's going to be playing in his mind, surely.
This is. I just can't call this. I mean, he could do it in one ball. We all know that.
He's coming out confidently, but is he masking
Well,
inner turmoil?
He should feel confident. He's a real good skitter.
He
Let's put it
is.
on the long shot, shall we?
But this is an all or nothing shot in an all or nothing game. I think that will steady the nerves. He
That
knows
will
he's got
steady the
2
nerves.
from 2 balls.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Well done,
Well done,
Dave.
Dave.
Well, that's it. He's
Man
going to
of
call
steel.
it. That's it.
There we go. Everyone claps. Well done, Dave. And that's what a good game of Cup Skittles is all about. Coming down to the last bowler.
Absolutely. So there we go. The Nutters take it now with the final throws of the final leg. And they'll go through to the next round. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We've just got the one game to bring you this evening. But for those of you interested in a short while, we will do the draw for the group stages of the Hildred's Pick Your Own 2025 GB Team Skittles Championships. So we'll just set up for that.
Yeah, this is exciting.
And we'll be back shortly. Until then, don't you go changing.
Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to try something new with our roving camera. Let's just see if it works, shall we? Oh look, it's a very, very, very blocky Dave's 5G, I think, has fallen over. Right, Dave, do you want a microphone so you can talk us through it?
There you go. Pinned on with a mic. Ready to go?
We're over here.
Okay, we're moving over to the official bench where we do the draw. So today we are going to pick out the groups that our 16 teams will be playing in. I know where we're going, over here. So we have split the draw down into 3 pots. The first pot, these are our wonderful sponsors, hangers-on and others that are involved. We split the draw down into 3 pots. So pot A is our top seeds. Those are the teams that did the best in the previous tournament and the ones that are most likely to do well. And there's going to be one of those in each group. We've got pot 2, which is all of our other visiting teams, and then pot 3, which is everybody else. Each group will have 1 team from pot 1, 1 team from pot 2, and 2 teams from pot 3. We'll tell you who they are as they come out. This draw is purely to pick the groups. We will arrange the timings and confirm those shortly, but this is just to see which other teams you'll be facing. So first of all, we're going to pick out the 4 top seeds from pot 1 and who is going to be the number 1 coming out first. So in group 1 we have got
Lads night out.
Lads Night Out, the winners of last year's tournament, the winners of the 2024-25 Winter League, and definitely one of the teams that will be favourites this year. Right, second group.
Shunters.
We've got the Shunters, the James Banks and his team from Blandford Forum in the Sturminster Newton League. They did very well, got to the semi-finals, only just losing out to Lads Not Out with a late spare right at the death. Right, third group.
Last six.
Last six, so they are got very far last season as well, always do well in the Winter League. Finished fourth this season. And our final team in the Bowling Stones, they are our final top seed, and they will be in Group 4. So now we can find out who will be joining these top seeds from our visiting teams. So first off, we have got
Lark Hall A.
Lark Hall A. That is Lark Hall Sports Skittles from Bath, a new team. We don't know anything about them, but from Bath, home of Skittles, we are sure they will be a difficult opponent.
They're in Group 1 with
And
Lads
they're
Not
in-
Out.
Yeah, they've joined Lads Not Out group. Thank you, Simon.
The Wanderers.
The Wanderers, yeah, they are from the Forest of Dean, Royal Forest of Dean, and we think they will rival the Bowling Stones on drinking ability, if nothing else. But I think they do very well. They've done second in the league at the moment.
They're in with the Shunters.
They're in
Group
the
2.
Shunters, so Wanderers and Shunters in Group B so far. And in Group 3, we have got
Falcons.
the Falcons. That is Brian the Wood Butcher Webber's team from Weston-super-Mare in Somerset. And they are joining
Last six.
last six. They are in
Jeremy
with
and Graham and
Denton
co.
and co in Group 3. So in our final visiting team is going to be
Lark Hall B.
Lark Hall B. Yeah, so we've got two teams coming over from the Bath League. Again, we're an unknown quantity, but they will be joining
They're in the fourth group with the Bowling Stones.
They are joining the Bowling Stones in Group 4. Now, everybody else is in the pot now, so this could be absolutely anyone that comes out that's left. So joining Lads Not Out
Spare Ribs.
and Lark Hall A is
Spare ribs.
Spare Ribs, who are often the bogey team of Lads Not Out. Regularly beat them, finished third in the league this season, their best ever finish. It's looking like a tough group, that one. So joining Shunters and Wanderers,
Living on a spare.
we've got Living on a Spare. That is Matthew Wright behind me. That's his team, a new team. And they're in Group 2. In Group 3, we have got
Young and Bald.
Young and Bald. That's Derek Wilkins' team of mostly young and occasionally bald players.
Yes.
One bald and all young.
And they are playing in the group with
Last
Falcons
six,
and
Falcons
Last Six.
yeah, last six.
And coming out in Group 4, we have got
We're nearly done, you'll be pleased to hear.
The Gutter
the great Gutter Nutters, captained by... They're captained by me, hello, and Becky Hildred, one of our main sponsors from Hildred's Pick Your Own, is a key member of that team.
They're in the fourth group with the Bowling
that
Stones at Lark Hall B team.
So joining...
Is it Andy to pick now?
It is, indeed.
Yes, I picked.
Well,
No. I just picked.
It's like the FA Cup in Lancaster game.
it's going a little bit better than our knockout cup draw.
Bestsellers.
The best sellers, right, that is Wadsworth and Co.
Oof,
and they
it's
are
a
in
tough
that's
group
a tough
one.
group.
It's a tough group.
Best sellers, Spare Ribs, Lark Hall A and Lads Not Out. I couldn't pick which two of those I would expect to go through there. That's a tough one. Okay, joining Shunters, Wanderers, Living on a Spare will be
The Late Night.
the Late Nights, who are playing at the moment. They did well last year. They got through the knockout stages and beat a couple of very good teams. So joining Last Six,
Oxford City Flooring.
Oxford City Flooring, stroke the
Pincredibles.
The Pincredibles. That is Andy Bell's team. Andy is our other main sponsor today from Oxford City Flooring, and he has got a team of himself, his dad, and some other great players that we've.
It's a tough group as well.
So who
Last
we got in
six,
that? Last
Falcons,
six,
Young and Bald.
Falcons.
Incredible.
And he's the only thing he cares about is in a group with Jeremy. I'm not sure what you read into that. And the final team, which luckily is coming out last, is very good because we haven't got a name for this one. To be confirmed.
Yes.
We're putting a group together of ABM members who haven't got a team yet, so we don't know what they're going to be called yet, but that'll be 4 other ABM members. It could be some good players in that squad. So, this is our 4 groups. You probably can't read it on my phone, but just to confirm, Group A, we have got Lads Night Out, Lark Hall A, Spare Ribs and Bestsellers. Group B is the Shunters, the Wanderers, Living on a Spare and Late Nights. Group C, we've got Last Six, Falcons, Young and Bored, and The Pin Credibles. And in Group 4, we've got Bowling Stones, Lark Hall B, Gutter Nutters, and To Be Confirmed. And that concludes the draw for the 2025 GB Open Hildred Pick Road Festival of Skills trophy sponsored by Oxford City Flooring. That's it from me. Anyone else? Anything to add to that, Simon?
That's it. We're going to be broadcasting throughout the weekend. More details to come when we have it. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed that, and we will just leave you now with the ambience of the club.